15 easy crops you can still plant in October, perfect for seniors in the USA, UK, and Canada. You know what keeps me smiling every fall? Watching my neighbors pack away their gardening tools, saying things like, "Well, that's it for the season," while I'm still outside, planting, pruning, and harvesting fresh greens under that cool October sun. Most people think gardening ends when summer fades, but the truth is, for gardeners who know the rhythm of the earth, October isn't the end, it's the start of something. Cooler air, fewer weeds, softer sunlight. Nature is slowing down, but she's not done yet. And if you love the peace of your garden, that quiet rustle of leaves and gentle air, this is your time. For senior gardeners, fall can be the most relaxing and rewarding season of all. No blazing heat, no mosquitoes buzzing around, no endless watering, just you, your garden, and the calm satisfaction of growing something beautiful and edible with your own hands. So today, we're diving into 15 easy crops you can still plant in October, whether you live in the United States, Canada, or the UK. Each one is hand-picked for low-maintenance, cool-weather performance, and senior comfort. No heavy digging, no tricky upkeep, just the simple joy of watching things grow. If you're new here, welcome to Easy Gardening for Seniors. This is the place where we believe gardening should be simple, safe, and joyful at any age. My mission is to help you grow more with less effort, so you can stay active, enjoy nature, and keep that sense of pride that comes from growing your own food. If that sounds like the kind of life you want, I'd love for you to subscribe and join this growing community of gentle gardeners. Every week, we share new ideas, plant lists, and senior-friendly tips to make gardening easier on your body and more rewarding for your soul. Because let's face it, the garden isn't just about plants. It's about peace, health, and happiness. All right, let's get our hands a little dirty, gently of course, and look at the first 4 easy crops you can still plant right now in October. These are your cool weather greens, the backbone of every relaxed fall garden. Spinach is the quiet workhorse of the autumn garden. It thrives when the air gets chilly, and it can handle frost better than most vegetables. In fact, the cool weather makes spinach taste sweeter. It's one of those plants that gives you more reward than effort, and that's exactly what we love. You can grow spinach in raised beds, containers, or even window boxes if bending is hard on your back. It doesn't need deep soil or a big garden space, just a spot with a few hours of gentle sun and steady moisture. If your hands aren't as steady as they used to be, here's a trick I love. Pre-sprout your spinach seeds indoors. Lay them on a damp paper towel for a few days until you see tiny roots, then gently press them into the soil. That way you skip the fiddly part of sowing tiny seeds, and you'll see results much faster. Choose hardy varieties like Bloomsdale Longstanding or Winter Giant. Within a few weeks, you'll be picking tender baby leaves for soups, omelets, or salads. And if you protect them with a bit of mulch or a small cover, you'll still be harvesting well into winter. Spinach is a must-have for every fall garden. It's dependable, healthy, and perfect for seniors who like quick, visible results. Number 2. Lettuce. Gentle, fast, and perfect for containers. Lettuce is another October favorite that loves cool weather. When the summer heat fades, lettuce comes alive again. It grows crisp, sweet, and tender, not bitter and tough like it does in midsummer. It's also one of the easiest crops for seniors to manage. You can grow lettuce in shallow planters, window boxes, or tabletop gardens. There's no need to kneel or dig, just keep it within arm's reach. The trick is to pick the right varieties for fall. Go for Winter Density, Arctic King, or Marvel of 4 Seasons. These are cold-hardy types that will thrive through the chillier days in the US, Canada, and the UK. To plant, just scatter the seeds lightly over moist soil and press them in gently. No need to bury them deep. Keep the soil damp, not soggy, and place your containers where they'll get bright but soft sunlight. Within a few weeks, you'll have fresh, tender leaves ready to harvest. And here's the beauty of lettuce. You don't have to pull up the whole plant. Just snip the outer leaves and let the center keep growing. That means more harvests and less replanting. Easy, steady, and satisfying. Lettuce truly is the gardener's friend in fall. It rewards patience, needs very little care, and brings that feeling of abundance even when the trees are losing their leaves. Number 3. Kale, the Indestructible Supergreen. If there's one plant that laughs at cold weather, it's kale. This green is practically unstoppable once it's in the ground. Kale not only tolerates frost, but it actually improves after a frost. When the temperature dips, the plant produces sugars that make the leaves sweeter and more tender. So the colder it gets, the better it tastes. For seniors, kale is one of the lowest maintenance crops you can grow. It doesn't demand much space or care. Just plant it in well-drained soil, give it sunlight, and water occasionally. That's it. No watering schedules, no complicated feeding. Kale practically grows itself. By late spring, you'll see green shoots pushing through, and by early summer, those beautiful bulbs will be ready to harvest. For seniors who enjoy gardening at a relaxed pace, kale is a joy. It's light work to plant, takes up little space, and fills your garden with purpose all winter long. Number 4. Swiss chard, beauty and strength in one. If you want a crop that feeds your body and brightens your day, grow Swiss chard. It's one of the most colorful vegetables you can plant in October. Its stems glow in shades of red, yellow, orange, and pink, adding life to any garden bed or patio planter. And just like spinach and kale, it thrives in cool weather. It's easygoing. It grows well in containers, raised beds, or even small garden boxes. You can plant it now, and it will give you steady harvests for months. Sow the seeds about an inch apart, keep the soil moist, and within a few weeks, you'll see bright stems and glossy leaves ready to harvest. Here's what makes it so senior-friendly. Chard is both decorative and edible. You can pick the leaves young for salads or let them grow larger for cooking. They're packed with iron, magnesium, and vitamins, perfect for maintaining good energy and heart health. If you use a garden seat or stool, harvesting chard is a breeze. The leaves are soft, easy to snip, and they regrow quickly. No pulling, no strain, just calm, steady gardening at your own pace. Chard proves that your fall garden can be both beautiful and productive, a touch of color that feeds both your eyes and your body. Number 5. Garlic. Plant now, harvest later. Garlic might just be the easiest crop you'll ever plant. You put it in the ground once, forget about it for months, and by next summer you're rewarded with big, fragrant bulbs. October is the perfect time to plant garlic in most of the US, Canada, and the UK because garlic needs a period of cold weather to develop its cloves properly. Think of it as a little winter nap. The plant rests underground while the roots spread quietly. To plant, simply take a healthy garlic bulb from the store or garden center and separate it into individual cloves. Choose the biggest cloves for planting. Those will give you the biggest heads later. Plant each clove about 2 inches deep, pointy side up, and about 6 inches apart. Cover lightly with soil and add a layer of mulch to protect them from the cold. That's it. No watering schedules, no complicated feeding. Kale practically grows itself. By late spring, you'll see green shoots pushing through, and by early summer, those beautiful bulbs will be ready to harvest. For seniors who enjoy gardening at a relaxed pace, garlic is a joy. It's light work to plant, takes up little space, and fills your garden with purpose all winter long.
6. Onions, the reliable overwinterer. Onions are another fall favorite that thrive in cool weather. Many gardeners plant onion sets in October, small starter bulbs that grow into full onions by late spring. They're perfect for seniors because they need almost no attention after planting. Just choose a sunny spot with well-drained soil or use a raised bed so you don't have to bend. Push each little bulb an inch deep, just enough so the tip is covered, and space them about 4 inches apart. Once planted, onions quietly take root during the mild winter months. You'll hardly notice them until early spring, when green shoots appear and growth takes off. If you're gardening in a colder climate, like parts of Canada or northern UK, add a thin mulch layer to keep the soil cozy and prevent frost heave. Onions are one of those crops that make you feel like a gardener even in the off-season, a reminder that life is still quietly growing beneath the surface. And when summer comes, nothing beats the pride of pulling up a fresh onion you planted months ago in cool October air. 7. Carrots, sweet roots of autumn. Few vegetables feel more satisfying to harvest than carrots. There's something joyful about tugging gently at the green tops and seeing those bright orange roots emerge from the earth. Carrots love cool weather. In fact, when grown in fall, they develop a sweeter flavor. The cold triggers natural sugars to build up inside. For seniors, carrots are simple and space-efficient. They grow well in deep containers, so you don't need to bend or dig heavy soil. Choose a pot at least 12 inches deep, fill it with light, loose compost, and scatter the seeds thinly across the surface. Cover lightly with soil, keep moist, and let them grow in a spot with full or partial sun. In the UK and parts of Canada, you can even sow carrots in a cold frame or greenhouse for winter harvesting. If you live somewhere with mild winters, your carrots can overwinter right in the soil. Just add a thick mulch layer to keep them protected. The best varieties for fall planting include Autumn King, Chantenay Red Cord, and Napoli F1. These types mature slowly and develop excellent flavor in cooler months. And remember, harvesting carrots doesn't have to be hard on your hands. Use a hand fork or trowel to loosen the soil first, then lift gently. No tugging, no strain, just that quiet satisfaction of bringing up something you grew from seed in cool October air. 9. Beets, beauty below and above. Beets are a wonderful addition to an October garden because they offer a double reward: edible roots and tender greens. They're easy to plant, easy to grow, and perfect for container or raised bed gardening. No heavy digging, no complex care. Sow beet seeds about a ½ inch deep and 2 inches apart in loose, well-drained soil. Keep the soil moist until seedlings appear. In cooler climates, like Canada and the UK, adding a thin fleece cover helps them settle in comfortably. You can harvest young leaves within a few weeks for salads, and let the roots mature slowly through late fall or even early winter. Beets actually sweeten after a touch of frost, nature's way of rewarding your patience. For seniors who enjoy gentle gardening, beets are a joy: minimal bending, easy pulling at harvest, and absolutely beautiful when sliced open. Those deep red or golden rings are pure art from the soil. Try varieties like Detroit Red or Golden Boy for easy success. 10. Cabbage, the winter warrior. Cabbage is like that old, reliable friend who never lets you down. It's strong, dependable, and built for the cold. October is your window to plant hardy cabbage varieties that mature through winter or early spring. Start with young transplants if you can find them. It saves you the trouble of seed starting and gives your plants a head start before the cold really sets in. Cabbages prefer a rich, moist soil and full sun, though they'll tolerate partial shade as days shorten. Space them generously, about 12 to 18 inches apart, and give them a little mulch to protect the roots. Once they're settled, there's very little to do. Just water occasionally and remove yellowing leaves. That's it. For older gardeners, cabbage is perfect because it grows slowly and steadily, requiring little attention. And when you harvest that firm, heavy head months later, you'll feel the same satisfaction as pulling in a full basket of treasure. Try January King, Savoy, or Brunswick. They're cold-hardy champions, known to withstand frost and even snow. 11. Broccoli, cold's best friend. If there's one vegetable that loves the crisp air of autumn, it's broccoli. Planting broccoli in October gives you a head start on early spring harvests. You can plant seedlings in raised beds or large containers about 18 inches apart, and they'll slowly establish through the winter. Broccoli prefers cool soil and regular watering. Add a thin layer of mulch to lock in moisture and keep roots insulated. For seniors, broccoli is a smart choice. It doesn't require much space, grows upright for easy harvesting, and produces delicious, nutrient-packed florets that can be cut again and again as side shoots appear. Watching those little green crowns form in the cool air feels like a quiet promise that spring is coming. If you're in colder parts of Canada or northern UK, try hardy types like purple sprouting broccoli or calabrese. They're built for your climate and reward patience beautifully.
12. Cauliflower, the gentle giant. Cauliflower sometimes gets a bad reputation for being tricky, but fall is the season when it truly shines. The cool weather prevents it from bolting, and pests are far less active. For seniors, it's a surprisingly cooperative crop, especially if you start with nursery transplants. Plant each one in fertile, well-drained soil, spaced about 18 inches apart. Cauliflower enjoys consistent moisture and gentle care, but it doesn't demand much else. As the head begins to form, you can fold the outer leaves loosely over it to keep it bright and tender. In mild regions of the U.S., you can harvest through winter. In colder areas, cover with fleece or a mini tunnel to extend the season. The reward? Pure white, snow-like heads that feel like winter's version of a flower bloom. They look beautiful, taste sweet, and give a wonderful sense of accomplishment. Try Snow Crown or Autumn Giant for dependable results. Number 13. Parsley, the evergreen herb. If you want a plant that will keep giving long after the others have faded, plant parsley in October. Parsley is a tough little herb that thrives in cool weather and even survives light frost. Plant it in pots, borders, or raised beds, anywhere it can get a few hours of sun. Once established, it needs almost no care. You can snip leaves all winter long in milder climates, and it'll bounce back in spring. It's a great choice for seniors because it's lightweight, simple to grow, and provides fresh flavor for your cooking year-round. Curly parsley adds a cheerful texture to containers, while flat-leaf parsley brings rich flavor to soups and sauces. And if bending is an issue, grow it on a waist-high table planter. Easy reach, no strain. Number 14. Broad beans, the early spring surprise. Broad beans, also known as fava beans, are the unsung heroes of the cool season. They're incredibly hardy and perfect for planting in October. Once sown, they quietly develop strong roots through winter, then burst into life with green shoots and flowers in early spring. It's like planting hope itself, a small act now that rewards you months later. To plant, push the beans about 2 inches deep and 6 inches apart in rows. Cover well and mulch lightly. Broad beans are self-supporting and don't need much maintenance, just an occasional check-in to make sure the soil isn't waterlogged. By early spring, you'll see them covered in pretty white flowers, followed by plump pods full of nutritious beans.
They're perfect for raised beds or deep containers, and for seniors, they offer one of the easiest paths to a rewarding early harvest. Try hardy varieties like Aqua Dulce Claudia or Windsor Long Pod. Number 15. Peas, the sweet finish. And now we come to one of the most heartwarming crops of all, peas. There's something timeless about peas. They're cheerful, sweet, and surprisingly tough for such a gentle plant. Planting peas in October gives you an early jump on spring. They'll germinate in cool soil and stay dormant through the coldest months, ready to burst into life as soon as days lengthen. For seniors, peas are an ideal crop. Lightweight, low effort, and beautiful to watch climb. You can plant them in raised beds, deep containers, or along a small trellis where they'll add a lovely green curtain to your garden. Sow each seed about an inch deep and 2 inches apart. Choose hardy varieties such as Meteor, Kelvedon Wonder, or Alaska Early, all excellent for fall sowing in the US, UK, and Canada. Add a light mulch layer to protect the soil and let them rest over winter. Come spring, you'll be greeted with delicate white blooms followed by crisp, sweet pods you can pick with ease. No bending, no heavy work, just joy. Peas remind us that even when the world feels cold or quiet, life is waiting just beneath the surface, ready to surprise us again. As you look out at your garden this October, the falling leaves, the quiet beds, the promise of what's beneath the soil, remember this. Gardening isn't about perfection. It's about connection. You don't have to have the biggest harvest or the fanciest setup. What matters is that you show up, that you touch the soil, breathe the air, and find joy in something that grows because of you. And if you're ever unsure what to plant next or how to keep gardening safe and simple as you age, that's exactly why I'm here. This channel, Easy Gardening for Seniors, is made for you, the growers who believe it's never too late to keep learning, planting, and thriving. If you found comfort or inspiration in this video, take a moment right now to subscribe. It's completely free, but it means the world to me, and it helps this little gardening community grow. Click subscribe, then tap the bell icon so you never miss a tip, a planting guide, or a moment of calm from the garden. Let's keep growing together, at your pace, with your joy, in every season. And remember, even in October, there's always something new waiting to bloom.